Okay, this is a substitute for Facebook Live because I noticed I would lose my videos because Facebook owns anything that you do through Facebook Live. So I'm just doing a video, putting it on uh, YouTube. So you can't see the road, but apparently, and you see it now, it looked like there was something going on. And you looked out and the water was flowing yesterday. So we'll do a little reenactment. And you're not going to see it now, but it was just flowing. So we're kind of worked backwards. Here's my neighbor's yard, which he's got an asphalt approach. So that got torn up. And they did a little, I would say, Italian ghetto. Not to offend anybody, but it was all flowing. You couldn't even cross the street. And they've tried to patch him. But I'm standing right in the middle of the flow. That's where the water main break was last night. I've got a neighbor over here to the right, which I won't pan over to, but he was getting water. It all depends on the slope, on what was going on in your own personal property, and not many of us were affected. Apparently, I think for a couple hours in mid-afternoon, water was going down the street, and I can't imagine it. I mean, when you say trickle, who knows? 6 inches wide. So, a gentleman from the Des Moines Waterworks comes out, and I've got the photo on other posts, but I'm gonna get close here and get in trouble. But right about close to that side, well, here in the road, I can't put my finger, it was road. He had his little metal rod with the handle, twisted it apparently, and there used to be a mailbox there. And right about here, there's the water just blew up and was what, 2-3 feet in the air, going all the way down the street. This is good, we're on the iPhone 11 with wide angle, so it almost looks like they pushed some of this down. This was not the bad, but this was all buckled. I mean, there was like 6-foot patches that came out, and then I'm going to show you the underground. So there you can see it's kind of buckled on the side, but you can see the layer of asphalt. We're way overdue for new curbs, and they finally barricaded this. I mean, they barricaded the bottom of the road. A lot of debris going down under that bridge. You can barely see down here. Where's my finger at? The bridge there, 235. A lot of debris to the left. So here, that's concrete. And there were layers of asphalt. You can see there. Son Goober puts his, parks his car up here. I'm like, dude, you can't park your car there and come gawk. This, it just looks like overflow. So, that, yeah, it is, dear. How's Dick? Yeah. Now, I was talking to Jean, and she talked to Sue online because they said they didn't think the water was good, but I brushed my teeth, took a shower. I don't know if you've used the water. I just ran it for 15 seconds through the tub, you know?
I did too, but I poured myself a glass of water.
Yeah.
It tastes a little strange.
Just a little. Look, if you lived in Iowa City and you saw that yellow water they used to have, it looked like, honestly, someone had gone number one, but it was just sediment, you know? So this must have been all the junk up here when they tore that up. Sweet neighbor whose husband has dementia. Yeah. They got this, I don't know how they got this in a whole piece. That's a chunk of concrete. Because they had to take up the concrete too. Asphalt. Now up here we're fine. But you see this road? I mean, come on. Look at this road. I mean, it's 3 years beyond. My neighbor that was patched, you should have seen underneath the concrete, underneath the asphalt, you could see the re-rod, which was just like, not like thick bars that Re-rod looks more like a fence. Well, that looks like the fix. I wonder if those are the lines that go to everyone's houses. An expert could tell me. And I'd say it's water line. It might have smelled a little bit, but... So, I mean, you had basically the sidewalk on that side or a couple feet. And of course, they've had to go with a big hole. And as I said on one of my posts, I thanked everybody that I saw. I saw the waterworks guy up here. I think that might have been there and made the twist. Yeah, well, you're lucky. Most of them can get out. They had that down there blocked. If I go anywhere, well, it's probably a mess down there, but at least the water's probably drained on Hall. Hi. Now, it's interesting because these people that are close here, now there's been a little bit lost there, but gentleman had his van parked, which he's moved. There was water running in there, and the guy put some sand up and running down. There's really no street damage. I know it's a long video. So anyway, yeah, I was looking at the concrete under here, and I think you're understanding asphalt was gone. Concrete wasn't flat. It was eroded, and well, I guess I don't know what kind of fix that is, but you know, look, this is my driveway. I mean, okay, that there, hi, those are my nice shoes. You know, that's asphalt that's gone. And I had some nice yummy stuff, big deal, that came up. Now, we had the derecho, and that was supposed to be cleaned up in 2 weeks, so they still got to come do some cleanup. I'll show you another shot of my neighbor who decided to, well, fortunately it was blowing to the east, so the tree didn't land on our car, but you can see it's leaning. There's a branch here. It's dead. It's a 12-inch diameter trunk, let's say, whatever, branch, and the 6 inches in the middle is all black. Dude, where's my car? I mean, it was like this, not this bad, but it wasn't very good before. You can see how the water went over. There's some debris up there. This is the one I think was actually by my yard, and I think it went from my yard, the yellow house, down here about 50 feet due to the strength of the water. But no, you would not have been here. This car was here the whole time. I don't know if he got any damage. You know, rock stuck under there. So the road across the street from me, I keep talking about the concrete, his entryway to his driveway, which as I said is asphalt, so it's kind of sketch. It's not very durable. That was torn up. And my neighbor all the way on the corner, this is torn up. Because of the mud, you can't even see the concrete under there. Debris, you know, another chunk of asphalt, which I think I moved these to the side in case people had to travel. Now, because it slopes down toward the west and then towards this way, and there's a creek down there, look at that. Nothing. It's all mud. Some fool decided, hey, I'm gonna ride my moped on the sidewalk back and forth last night. But at least we only had one person come up the road. So I think that's a pretty good update. I've got a feeling, you can see, and it really gets flat down there. And down there to the right, Trees Forever has put these trees in. You can't see them, but past that bridge, 235, as again, I try to get my finger in the camera. To the right, and that's between Hull and Euclid, so that's south to north, and then between 235 and Delaware, that's east to west, there's a drainage basin, and there's a creek that runs all the way down, all the way under, and comes out by the Assemblies of God Church down there on about East 23rd or Lay and Guthrie. So I'm saying the drainage is not great, and I think they had some puddles. I didn't know if you could drive through. And then for people who want to ask you for a bike garden, yes. There's your 10-minute update.